Now, the pandemic windfall does not end with Big Pharma. You've got conmen, you've got scammers, hackers, all of them are making big bucks. But where are these bucks coming from? Well, if you're in America, it's coming from your pocket. And how much money are we talking about? Around $100 billion. Let me repeat, we're talking about a $100 billion COVID scam. Let me take you back to 2020. Every country was unveiling a COVID relief package. The economy needed support and governments obliged. We had subsidies, cash payments, loans for small businesses, different strategies basically in different countries. But the United States of America implemented the mother of all relief packages. Put together, they used up $3.4 trillion. That was the size of their relief package, $3.4 trillion. To put that number in perspective, the entire GDP of Africa, the whole continent, is just $2.6 trillion. So America spent $1 trillion extra on stimulus. And you know what they say about big budgets? Big budgets, big leaks. In other words, corruption. Around 3% of the total budget was swindled, 3% of $3.4 trillion. Where exactly did this money go? Most of it was wrongly distributed by the government, around $87 billion in improper unemployment benefits. Basically, the wrong people got the money. What about the rest? Most likely gobbled up by scammers. Is anyone chasing this lost fortune? Right now, the Secret Service is on the job. They're the ones chasing it. But they've had little success so far. 900 active investigations, 100 arrests and 95 criminal cases. That's where things stand. And it may seem like a lot, but money-wise, they haven't really recovered very much. Around $3.5 billion, that's all. And remember, this relief package was passed in March 2020. We're in December 2021. So 20 months later, less than 4% of the money has been recovered. In fact, there is no guarantee of complete success. Here's what the lead Secret Service investigator had to say, and I'm quoting, "Can we stop fraud? Will we? No. But I think we can definitely prosecute those that need to be prosecuted, and we can do our best to recover as much fraudulent pandemic funds that we can." Just a reminder, this was public money, not $1 or $2 million, $3.4 trillion of public money. Why was there so little scrutiny over its distribution? Isn't America supposed to be squeaky clean? Well, clearly not. This money was supposed to keep the US economy afloat. It had three big objectives. Number one, $1,200 checks for most American adults. Number two, forgivable loans for small businesses. And number three, unemployment benefits. So good intentions, but poor implementation. The US government did not check where this money was going or who was getting these loans. Was it really small businesses or conmen? Let me show you some examples. A businessman in Texas obtained $17 billion from the stimulus package, $17 billion. He had submitted 15 fraudulent documents to 8 different lenders. Do you know what he did with this money? He bought multiple homes, paid off his mortgages, and purchased a fleet of luxury cars. Doesn't sound like a small business idea, does it? Here's another example. This one's from Florida. Another conman secured $3.9 million in loans. Guess what he spent it on? A Lamborghini sports car. Again, not really a small business idea. Example number 3 from Sussex County, New Jersey. This scammer managed to get a $5.6 million loan. All his applications were fake, but he still got the money. And what small business did he spend it on? He invested millions in the stock market, booked a luxury car, and transferred thousands of dollars to accounts in Pakistan. In all these 3 cases, the fraudsters were caught. They had a similar spending pattern: houses, luxury cars, stock market. But how many of these scams are yet to be unearthed? How many millions were wasted in the name of stimulus? These scams are an indictment of the American system. You can get millions with fake papers. You can fool the banks with fraudulent applications. Not a fine moment for a financial superpower, certainly, the so-called guardian of the global economy. And the scary part is, it could get worse. Under Joe Biden, America is entering an era of big spending. It's already signed a $1 trillion infrastructure bill. He's also negotiating a $2.2 trillion social security bill. Put together, that's another $3.2 trillion. In other words, around 10% of America's GDP. Now, don't get me wrong, more money is always good. A bigger budget means more social security, but monitoring this kind of money is extremely tough. You need an army of auditors, you need complete transparency, and most importantly, you need the political appetite to take on corruption. So far, the US has failed miserably on that count. As one security expert put it, the stimulus package was a scammers, World Series and Super Bowl rolled into one. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.